Hey, it is an unstoppable day. It's your boy Terrance, the unstoppable coach Leftridge, and you are here for a special episode of the Unstoppable Stories Show, where we talk to ordinary people with unstoppable stories. But tonight, the only audience member there's going to be is me. I am your guest, I am your host, and I am your facilitator this evening because we're going to be talking to you about something special. I'm going to be talking to you about video tools on a budget. And I'm going to be opening the back door. I'm going to be letting you in to see the behind the scenes of what happens here at the Unstoppable Story Show, how we put these broadcasts together and the tools that we use to help make these broadcasts a success each and every week. So come on in, swipe and share. Come on in. Swipe and share. I'm going to give a couple of minutes for people to come in because I know you're coming over to the private channel. So I want to make sure that you are in the right spot. So let me go ahead and put this up. Make sure that people know that we are live now in this room. So come on over, come on over, come on over. Let people know that we are ready to do the darn thing. I want to share this information with you because I think it's important for you guys to understand where we are now in 2020. We are coming up on a situation where we are no longer doing business the normal way. We are no longer locked into the old ways of doing things. If you are a corporation, if you are a small business owner, a mom and pop store, if you are a teacher, if you are a speaker, if you are a coach, if you are in any type of business, and yes, even if you are a student going back to college, going back to any school setting where you are working in a virtual lane right now, you recognize that things are definitely not normal. So what I want to help you do in these next couple of minutes that we're going to share together is I want to help you get the tools that will help you take your business, take your coaching, take your teaching, take your singing, take your learning to a virtual next level. Absolutely a virtual next level. That's what we're going to be doing today, talking about video tools on a budget. And thank you guys who are watching us live on the Unstoppable Stories channel. And thank you guys who are also watching us live on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. I think this is going to be some great information that everybody is going to want to know. So let me just make sure that this information is going out to everybody so that everybody knows that it is going out and they're going to want to be a part of this. So we're going to take just a few more seconds, make sure that people are aware, and we are going to get started with this party. So we definitely are out there. Thank you, Corey, for watching. Thank you. Come on in. So I'll go ahead and share this information. Corey, share it with any other people that you know that want to take their speaking to the next level. Being able to do this virtually, it is definitely something that you definitely want to be able to do. You don't want the fact that there are no stages that are open right now. You don't want the fact that there are no conventions open right now. You don't want the fact that there are no open invitations for you to come into facilities to speak to stop you. Because if you've got a message, you have the ability to get your message out to even more masses than you thought was possible by doing it in person, just by doing it from the comfort of your home or wherever your virtual studio may be. So I'm going to share this just one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Copy that. Go here, go here, go here, down here, and put it right here, and post it. And here we go. So now let's see what we can do with that. There you go. So we started a watch party. And we're also going to put it in a couple of more places just to make sure that people are getting it. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. So hopefully you've got your pen and you got your paper, because there's one thing that I know for sure, that note takers are money makers. Hey, thanks again, Corey. So here we go. We're going to get started right now with video tools you can use, because it is important for you to be able to use these quick tools that I'm going to be presenting to you to get started. So let me share my screen quickly. Move that over here. That's not what I want. Here we go. Video tools on a budget. Now, when we talk about the different tools that are within your back studio, I just want you to take a look at that. You take a look at that as we move through the broadcast. And I just want to tell you this. You know what? If you put a hammer in my hand, I'm able to create a box. If you put a microphone in my hand, you know, I'm able to create an experience, a holistic experience that will help you to think outside of the box. And I say that because both a hammer and a microphone are a tool, but a tool is only as good as the person who is utilizing the tool. And if you are a carpenter, if you are a construction worker, if you're a general contractor, you can do a job with a hammer. But me, I hit a nail crooked 7 out of 10 times. Maybe 3 times I can nail it all the way in without any problems. But boy, when you put a microphone in my hand, I can put a keynote speech together that will rock your world. If you put a microphone in my hand, I can MC your event and keep it rocking and rolling from the time it begins to the time it ends. If you put a microphone in my hand, I can give you a message that's going to inform you, entertain you, and move you to the next level of your greatness. That's the tool that I use. And if you are like me, if you are a speaker, if you are in business and you're looking to sell your products and you're looking to get your message out to the masses, you understand that you can no longer do business the way you were doing business before. There are so many brick and mortar businesses that have found out that during the time that we are in right now, that business has been non-existent coming to their door. So they've had to find new ways to do business. And one of the ways that they've learned how to do business is to take their business from offline to online. And if you can learn how to do that, then you are going to be ahead of the game. Because as we embrace the new normal, we're finding that the way we do business, the way we provide education, and yes, even the way we make a living has to change. And a lot of these things that have to change now have to be done virtually. Employers, small businesses, and students will need the tools necessary to be able to adapt to this new normal. You need to be able to put new tools into your toolbox. And so that's what we're going to be talking about during this brief time that we have with you. And then I'm going to invite you to an opportunity to go a little bit deeper with me at the end of this broadcast. Are you with me? Okay. Well, before we can do that, let me tell you a little bit about who I am. I am an accountability coach with Unstoppable Coaching Services, where our goal is to help you focus more on what you're able to do and what's stopping you, based upon giving the tools, tips, and strategies to help you take your business to the next level. I'm also a certified virtual presenter. Yes, you heard me say it, a certified virtual presenter. Now, what does that mean? That means that I have been certified to be able to do online presentations. I have the equipment. I have the expertise. I know how to use the equipment. I know how to tailor my presentation to a virtual audience versus doing it on stage or in person. So I know how to do what I'm talking about. And over the past 7 years, I have hosted multiple podcasts and live stream broadcasts. And currently, I have 2 weekly shows, one of which you're watching right now, the Unstoppable Story Show, where we talk to ordinary people with unstoppable stories. And then I do the Talking Small Business with Terrance broadcast on the weekends, where we talk to small businesses, give them tools, tips, and strategies to help them move from being stuck into being unstoppable. And I wouldn't be able to do those broadcasts on a weekly basis for as long as I've been doing them if I didn't have the tools in my toolbox to continue to provide this information on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and on a yearly basis, as some of my tools have decided that they want to fall on me. So hold on just one second as we move to the next thing. So here, what you see right now is a picture of my home studio. Not much to it, but it serves a purpose. And that's going to be key for you, because you need to know that you don't have to have a big recording studio. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to create an atmosphere from which you can record your content and get your message out to the masses. You just need a few things. And if truth be told, depending on where you are in your budget, you really only need one thing to get started. And then we're going to show you how you can build upon that one thing into a couple of different areas where you can level up your studio game to make quality presentations. So as you can see, what you see there is not what you see on the screen right now. And that's some great technology that I have put in together with other tools to create this great backdrop that you see before you right now. But that is something that comes with time. If you just start right where you are, then you're going to get to where you need to be. And that brings me to my first point that I want to share with you tonight. And that first point is start with what you got. Start with what you got until you get what you want. Why is that so important, Coach T? Well, it's so important because I don't want you to break the bank until you are absolutely positively sure where you want to go with your broadcast, what you want to do with your content, and how you want to structure it, and where you want it to go. It's important for you to recognize what stage of the game you're in and then go from there. You can have a quality broadcast. You can go live. You can share your message to the masses by simply having one tool, the cell phone, the smartphone, as they call it. The smartphone, many smartphones right now come with a built-in microphone and a built-in camera that can also be a video recorder. Many of the smartphones out there record in 1080p, which used to be the highest quality, but now they've got 4K and all these other technologies that are out there. But 1080p is still the standard by which quality videos go by these days. So if you have a very, 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 very small budget, then you can just start out with that and you would be ahead of the game. So let me say that again. When you start with what you got until you get what you want, you still are able to get the job done. You still are able to get your message out to the masses. You still are able to promote your products and services online. You still are able to teach a quality curriculum or quality service to the students that you cater to. And as a student, you still are able to get your assignments done, and you're still able to check in on the Zoom broadcast and get the day-to-day curriculum taken care of. You can do that, but you don't want to stop just there. So without stopping just there, here's the next thing that you want to go to. The next thing you want to go to is you want to think about the other things that you need to have in your arsenal. And one of the tools that you definitely need to think about having in your arsenal is the camera, or in this business, we call it the webcam. Now, there is a camera on your cell phone, and if you have a laptop, more than likely there is a built-in webcam in your camera. And so let me see if I can, without completely messing up everything that I'm doing, let's see if I can show you the difference between this is the webcam that I'm using right now with my background screen. But if I were to show you the camera on my webcam that comes with my laptop, it would look like this. So let me show you. This is the webcam. Now, most webcams that are built into the laptop have very low resolution, sometimes 480, sometimes 720, depending on the age of your camera. So you can see just by looking at this screen right now, and let me go full screen so that you can really see the difference. So by looking at the screen right now, you can see that this is very grainy. But now if I go back to where we were before, ba-dam, look at the difference. Look at the difference in the resolution. You can see me clearly. You can see all this beauty that's on the screen. So it's a big difference from this to this. But if we go back to what we said in the previous slide, use what you got until you can get what you want. If you've already got this, then you can work with this until you're able to get to this. Okay? So that is the important thing. So now, what camera is this? This camera, this has 1080p. This is called an external webcam. And if we go back to what we were showing you on the slide, if you look on the left, here's the evolution of you and your cameras. On the left, you can see the camera that's installed in your camera. Right next to that is the external webcam. The external webcam that I use and that most industry experts recommend is the Logitech C922. The Logitech C922. And now, like I said, this is video tools on a budget. So every item that I'm going to talk to you about, and I'm not going to talk to you about all of them, you'll have to stay around for the special offer to get the other information. But many of these items, most of these items, if not all of these items, you can get for less than $100. You heard me right. You can get these items for less than $100. And this is one of them. The C922 camera has a webcam and a built-in stereo microphone. So again, if you want to upgrade from the cell phone, the smartphone that has a webcam and a microphone, to the external C922, you're also getting a webcam and a microphone all in one. And if you look at the picture on the right, you can see a closer ideal of what the C922 looks like, as well as the box. All of these you can get for less than $100. You cannot beat that with a stick. So that's the most important thing. The next upgrade is to an external camera that has a better resolution than what you have from your smartphone or even from your laptop computer. But then wait, you also want to think about upgrading your microphone. And as I go full screen with this slide, I want to bring your attention to, there are 3 different microphones that you should be looking at depending on what you plan to use them for. Number 1 to the far left is the headset microphone. The headset microphone is a noise canceling microphone that allows you to hear yourself and your broadcast. And it also has an attached microphone that you can adjust to your comfort level and to your clarity level while you are speaking. The headset microphone is great for podcast. It's also great because you can use the Bluetooth technology within that headset to attach to your cell phone. So now you can use it as a microphone while you're talking and taking calls, or if you're on conferences and you need to have some noise canceling in the area that you are. So that's the number 1. That is also by Logitech, and that is called the Logitech H 800. That's the Logitech H as in Harry 800. And that can also be found for less than $100. You can find all these things that I'm talking to you about on Amazon. And if you stay towards the end, we'll help you with that information. But that is the Logitech H800 wireless headset. Now, they also have some wired headsets that you can plug into your laptop with a USB connection, but then you won't be able to use those on your cell phone. So that's why I love the wireless one, because of the Bluetooth capabilities. Let's go to the microphone in the middle. The microphone in the middle is a table microphone, and it is a one directional microphone. That means it gets all the sound that is coming directly in front of it, and it cancels out all the sound that is behind it and around it. And that microphone is by Samsung, and it's the Samsung Q2U microphone. This microphone is perfect for all of your podcasts and all of your video live streaming like we're using right now. This is the current camera that I am using, and you can't even see it on the screen because it's so compact that it can sit far away and it can be behind the camera, and you can still get quality sound as a result of it. So hopefully you guys are getting that information. The Samsung Q2U microphone, that it is definitely a must-have. And then for you speakers and for you presenters that at some point do plan on going back on stage, I want you to take a look at the third picture. The third picture is a lavalier microphone. It's a lapel microphone, and it's by Comica, Comica. It is a dual mic'd lapel mic, which means it gives you the ability to interview other people. So if you are on site at a special event and you are trying to get an interview with somebody else, you can use this lapel mic, and one of the mics you can put on your interviewee's lapel, and you can have the mic on yours, and you can do a seamless interview. It is wonderful. I've used it on location many, many times as an MC or as a event roving reporter, as you might call it, and it has worked flawlessly without a problem. That is the lavalier mic by Comica. And again, we'll give you a chance to get all of this information towards the end on all these different products that I am talking to you about. But let's move on. Let's keep it moving because I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know your time is valuable. The other thing that you need to have, in addition to a great quality microphone and a very good HD camera, is you need to have the right lighting. Lighting will improve any bad presentation. Lighting is key, because the last thing you want is you don't want to come on screen and you have a dark background. You don't want to have shadows. You don't want to only be able to see one side of your face and not see the other side of your face. You don't want to have too much glare coming on you where you're overglowing. So proper lighting is important. And so what I recommend to you, again, working on those different levels, if you are on a tight budget, just make sure that you are broadcasting from the brightest room in your home, wherever that might be. Or make sure that you have table lamps as well as overhead lighting in your space so that you get the full contour of your face and whatever rest of your body is showing to the camera. But if you want to upgrade, if you want to go to the next level, here are two options. The first option to the left is the newer ring light. It's actually what it is. It's a light that looks like a ring. And this light has powerful capabilities. The light comes in different diameters, from 6-inch diameters all the way up to 18-inch diameters. They can come with a stand that can sit on top of your laptop, or they can sit on top of your desk, or they can even sit on top of a tripod so that you can extend them to whatever height you want to use. They also come with attachments so that you can attach your smartphone to the light and then record directly from your smartphone. Or you can attach your webcam to the light, and the webcam will be behind the light so that there's no opportunity for the glare to get directly into the camera. So it is a very versatile, very powerful light. Many of these lights go from 10,000 to 20,000 AMH lumens, and that is bright, very, very bright. So, and that's one light by itself. But if you want to do what the professionals do, what the professional photographers do, what most of the studios do, then you want to upgrade to the tri-light system. And that's what you see on the right-hand side. It's 3 lights, and those lights are positioned around the area that they're looking to light up so that there are no gray areas, there are no shadows, there are no spots. And you can get these systems, and all it is 3 different tripods with 3 different lights and 3 different umbrellas that capture the light, and you're able to position it in a way that best fits what you're looking to do. So that is the upgrade. You can go from just whatever lights you have in your space. The next upgrade would be the ring light, and then the final upgrade would be the tri-light system. If you set up the system that best fits your budget and best fits what you want to do, you're going to have a great broadcast and a great presentation. Okay. And like I said, the one on the left is the newer ring light, and you can get that information if you just stick and stay. Thank you for being with us so far. Hopefully this information is making some difference in your life. Let's talk about some miscellaneous things, and then we're going to let you go. I mentioned the tripods when we talked about the lighting system. Tripods are so important. It's one thing to be producing your own show, whether you're a teacher that's producing a classroom show to teach, or whether you are a speaker like myself that is speaking to an audience virtually, or whether you are in business and you're trying to do a virtual meeting. You don't want to have to hold a microphone in your hand while you're trying to do that, and you don't want to have to be able to hold a camera in your other hand while you're trying to do that, or you don't want to be able to prop things up on books, or just trying to find the right angle and the right position for your cameras and your microphones. So that's where tripods come into play. And as you can see on the screen, they come in different shapes and sizes. You've got the small tripod that's good for desktops. So if you're doing a presentation from your laptop and you just want to have them on each side of your laptop, the small tripod is great for you. But if you are doing bigger events, or if you're doing a presentation in a larger room where you need to have more manipulation of the space, then you want to go with the larger tripod, of which you can set your webcam or your video recorder on top of, and then you can adjust the length and the width of the room with the tripod. It's very, very flexible, what these tripods allow you to do. And you can have a tripod for your camera, you can have a tripod for your microphone, and you can have tripods for your lights, as we showed you in the 3 tripod system. So definitely something that you want to consider, again, as you level up in your presentations. Okay, so here's the final thoughts as we come to the end of this broadcast, talking about video tools that you can use. Here's what I want you to know. No matter how many tools, no matter how great your camera is, no matter how perfect pitched your microphone is, no matter how superb your lighting is, the number one tool that you have in your toolbox you were born with, and that tool is you. No matter how great how great the aesthetics of your presentation is, the presentation still depends on your content. It depends on your message. It depends on what it is you are trying to provide to the people who are watching your presentation, whether it's a teacher presenting critical classroom information to their students, whether it's a business who is trying to put their best efforts forward to sell their products or services, whether it's a coach that is doing their best to provide tools, tips, and strategies to help their clients get to the next level of their greatness, or whether it's a speaker that's just trying to get their message out to the masses because they know their message is going to inspire others to do and be better. You have the content. You are your product before you buy any of these other products to help improve your product. So always remember that your product is you, and you make the difference more so than any of the other tools that I can tell you about. But when you put these tools in your hands, you're going to be able to keep teaching. You're going to be able to keep learning. You're going to be able to keep working, and you're going to be able to create a new opportunity and experience for the people that you present to in this new virtual environment, in this new normal. And so remember that it's much more exciting to challenge your mind and heart to create opportunities rather than to wait for them. Ladies and gentlemen, you can wait and see if this pandemic is going to pass, and you can sit on your hands waiting for something to happen, and you can hope and pray and hope and pray and pray and hope that your business will survive without you doing anything else. You can pray and hope and hope and pray that your kids are going to learn the things they need to learn without you taking the next step, to step outside of your comfort zone and teach them in a different way. Or you can take the time to turn these obstacles that we're facing right now into new opportunities to try new things and new ways of doing things, and recognizing that this new normal is a new opportunity for you to focus more on what you're able to do and less on what's stopping you. And if you can do those things, then you are well on your way to being an unstoppable business, to being an unstoppable teacher, to being an unstoppable coach, to being an unstoppable student, and to living an unstoppable life. Hopefully, this information has provided you with just the basics so that you know what it is you need now to what tools you need to add to your virtual toolbox so that you can step your game up and move to the next level of your greatness during these trying times. I've given you the basics. Now I want to go deeper. I want to give you the opportunity to go deeper and learn more about each one of the items that we talked about in this presentation, and to also talk to you about some other things that you may want to consider when you are looking to build your virtual studio and to upgrade your virtual video toolbox. Things like green screens that we didn't touch on, virtual backgrounds, so much more that you can do with virtual backgrounds. And to learn how to take your now studio that you've built and start to create your own shows on different platforms like Zoom and StreamYard and BeLive TV, just to name a few, and to do video live streaming and to do podcasting and to start doing webinars. All those things are possible now that you've got the basics in your video toolbox. But if you want to go deeper and learn how to take those tools that now you've gotten and really go to the next level, then I invite you to have a one-on-one experience with me. So all you have to do is text the letters VTOB, Video Tool Box on a Budget, VTOB to 773-550-0313. That's text the word VTOB to 773-550-0313, and let's get together to set up your personalized one-on-one session. And if you don't want to text me, you can go the old-fashioned way. Listen, I'm saying the old-fashioned way. You can email me. Wow, that's old-fashioned now, right? Right? Can I get an amen on that? You can email me at info@unstoppablecoaching.com. That's info@unstoppablecoaching.com. And that way you can also set up your personalized one-on-one session where we'll go deeper into these video tools and how you can take these video tools to help you move from being stuck in this pandemic to being unstoppable now and well into the future. Because, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I do know. You may have had to take these choices to step outside of your comfort zone and move into this new normal out of necessity. But I guarantee you that doing business online is here to stay. Virtual learning is here to stay. more than likely the corporations that allowed their employees to work from home have seen some value in continuing that after the doors open back up to many of these brick and mortar stores. So for you to be investing your time now in learning how to learn this virtual game, it's only going to reap the benefits for you now and later down the road. So go ahead and text VTOB to 773-550-0313 and be a part of the private 5-day challenge that I'm going to be starting on August 31st. That's next Monday, a 5-day challenge where we're going to go deep each and every day into each one of these tools, plus a few more tools that we talked about to help you get started in creating your virtual studio and creating more enticing, exciting video presentations that are going to get your message out to the masses and serve the people that you were created to serve. So I look forward to getting your message, getting your text, getting your email, and getting you started with your video toolbox. So you see the information on the screen. Again, text VTOB to 773-550-0313, and let's get you set for your personalized 5-day challenge. All right, you guys, that is my time. Thank you so much for watching this special edition of the Unstoppable Story Show, where we talk to ordinary people with unstoppable stories. And you, the audience, were the ordinary people that I talked to today. And hopefully I gave you a little bit more information to help you take your game to the next level and turn this obstacle into an opportunity. Until next time, wherever you are in the world today, you know what I say. Don't just make it a great day. Go out, get your tools, increase your toolbox, and make it an unstoppable day. Take care.